Welcome to Talk Fiction, the show where we talk about movies, books, video games, and everything fiction. In today's episode, we will be talking about Dragon Ball Z. I am your host, X, with my co-host,
Eddie G.
So, let's get started. So, as we were saying, the topic for today is Dragon Ball Z. Was it the greatest anime ever, or is it a fraud? What do you think, Eddie G?
Greatest anime, hands down. Greatest anime. At least, opinions. But to me, it was the greatest. It's what I grew up on.
Yeah, I think the point is a lot of us grew up on Dragon Ball Z, and a lot of us grew up watching Goku and Gohan and the crew and the Z Fighters going at it, right, and saving the world and raising our hands and giving the Spirit Bomb energy. We all did it. We all did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Of course I did it.
Guys, that's Vegeta talking.
Shh! Majin Buu's strength is almost limitless. It exceeds that of even Cell.
Vegeta.
This is why we need the help from every man, woman, and child. Raise your hands in the air and offer your spirit energy to help us defeat Majin Buu once and for all.
I was in front of that TV screen raising my hands when he said he needed that energy.
Yeah, and I think the coolest part about it is that a lot of the newer animes, they have they have that power from Dragon Ball Z, that inspiration. Because if you look at like One Piece, if you look at Naruto, I feel like Naruto has a really, really good story, but it also has some roots of Dragon Ball Z. I think everything in fiction right now has something to do with Dragon Ball Z, but that's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like all animes, they, especially superhero ones, what's the main thing? Save the world, Yeah. That's the main thing they want to do. Everybody wants to save the world. When you're a superhero, you got all that power. Or save the world.
Or go evil,
Or go evil.
That's something that I really like about like Invincible and like The Boys, that it takes a darker aspect of Superman. Like with The Boys, if the world had superpowers.
All right, everyone, it's all over. It's all safe. You're all gonna be fine.
I feel like that's how people would actually be, caring more about social media in today's day and age, and not really saving people for the best points, right?
Yeah.
Saving them for your own personal glory.
Yeah.
And with Invincible, I mean, if an alien did come from another planet, spoiler alert, they would probably come to invade us.
We needed a better, more efficient way to conquer worlds. Our most trusted officers were each given a planet to weaken by themselves. I was one of those lucky few. I couldn't tell your mother why I was here.
What superpower? If you had one superpower from the Dragon Ball universe, what would it be?
I think from the Dragon Ball universe, I think it would be Ki, because with Ki you can do anything. You can fly, you can do an energy blast, you can go all out.
Mine was Special Beam Cannon. Special Beam Cannon. Every time he came out, Special Beam Cannon! Just all out rage, you could tell he really meant it when he just wanted to lash out.
I mean, the coolest thing about the Special Beam Cannon was it's basically concentrated energy. I mean, he blew up the moon in early Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah.
So did Roshi with the Kamehameha wave, but I don't know. It's kind of like in Super, right? Someone you really don't like. I would probably like to do a Kamehameha wave in their face, kind of like Goku did.
Yeah.
To Caulifla.
Yeah.
Just in their face.
Kamehameha is goated.
Yeah. The only problem with the Kamehameha wave, it takes too long. And it's special being canon too, but I mean it's concentrated energy, so you have to power up. But I think that'd be cool as hell to do like a Kamehameha wave or even like a Big Bang attack. You know, like just you know.
Because for me it was special being canon in Kamehameha, and especially when that episode when all of Frieza's cronies came down to Earth, and then Master Roshi got all tough and big on him, and he's like, "Don't you remember where you're from? Who trained you? Kame House." And he just he gets all brolic, man.
Yeah.
He gets all brolic.
Yeah, I think for me also something I think would be super cool if we could do it. It'd be like Goku Black where he does the blade or like.
Get ready, Saiyan. Now you'll face my blade.
Energy scythe.
Oh yeah,
that was cool as hell. Whack, you know.
Yeah, he takes them all out. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a cool move. But yeah.
Yeah, but I think that'd be cool as heck, you know, to be able to have those powers. But in fiction in general, what superpower or what ability do you wish you could have?
Oh, man, from just Dragon Ball in general?
No. Fiction in general.
Fiction in general. That's tough, man. That's tough. For me, it'd probably... I guess just to fly.
To fly?
Yeah, like if you'd call that a superpower, because it's not really a superpower, but
it kind of is. You know, we can't fly, so.
No, we can't fly, but I guess like what's a superpower really, right? Is it beams coming out of your hands, or is it levitating really heavy objects so you can defeat something?
Well, I think in general, a superpower would probably be anything that a normal person cannot do.
Yeah. Like
levitating something, super speed, flight, invulnerability, super strength. I think all of that really goes down to superpowers, but also like abilities like the Shadow Clone Jutsu, you know. I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool as hell, like to be able to do a Shadow Clone.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, you're going to work and I'm going to work on this or I'm going to do something else. And then, you know, when that Shadow Clone just poofs, anything that happened that day, like, you know about it.
Yeah.
You know, that would be cool. Yeah. Or any experience gained, you know. Like right now I know behind the scenes we're going to the gym and stuff, and it'd be cool to be able to do a Shadow Clone and just get that experience too, you know.
Yeah, I guess flying, man, because just imagine there's so much you can just do with flying. I need to go get some milk. I'm just gonna take off.
Now what kind of flight would you want? Would you want like Superman flight, Dragon Ball Z flight, Invincible flight? Because there's like in those universes very different. Because like in Invincible, I think it's basically, it's not really flying. It's like you're just levitating yourself, or you're moving yourself, but you're not really flying. You know?
Yeah, Dragon Ball flight, man.
Yeah.
I'd be flying at the same time Nimbus would be. I'd want him right next to me as I'm flying.
Well, could you get on the Nimbus though?
You could probably hover over him.
Are you pure-hearted, you know? Can you jump on a Nimbus?
I'm probably not pure-hearted. I'm wicked.
Now, for me, I honestly think I would want to do the Superman thing, because I think in the comics they said that like he can basically make like a force field around stuff.
Yeah.
That's why when like he lifts something, he doesn't go through it. So if a plane was falling or something, you could just grab it and
it's that energy field around his hand.
Yeah.
You gotta go out there, lift the plane up.
Lift the plane? How? There's nothing to stand on. It's fucking air.
I don't know, fly at it, ram it straight.
I don't know, that kind of speed, either the plane goes ass over tit or I'll punch straight through the hull.
Yeah, I think that would be cool because at the end of the day, I mean, flying in general would be really cool, but, if you wanted to lift something while you were flying, I think it'd be awesome not to, like, blow up or break,
Yeah, true. Yeah. I just want to fly, man.
My thing, honestly, I would take teleportation over flight. I think teleportation is, like, for me, it's the coolest thing ever because, like, in Jumper, like the movie Jumper, if you've been somewhere before or you look at a picture or something and you could just teleport there.
Yeah.
Whew, that would cut flying expenses like crazy for me. I would just, teleport everywhere.
You remember that movie with the kids? They have those watches.
It was like In Time something. It was about they stop time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had those watches, and they could like jump time or something like that. Man, why is that in the back of my head right now?
Maybe. Have you seen it recently?
No, man. I guess we're talking about teleportation, So it just got me thinking a little bit. And that movie, it's such an odd movie to even think about.
Well, I mean, was that a Disney movie?
I don't know.
If you guys remember the name of the movie, put it in the comments. But I think it was like In Time or something like that. It was like these watches that they would make, and they would push the button and they would stop time, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that it were possible to accelerate your molecular structure until the rest of the world seemed as if it were standing still.
Hyper time.
Whoa.
What if you had the power?
Hey, Francesca!
No way. To stop the clock.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Like, I used to think that was cool as heck, and, you'd have, like, your little Casio watch, and you'd be like, stop time.
Yeah, stop time. I want to stop right now.
Yeah.
Rob a bank.
No, but for me, like I said, I think I would want to have teleportation, especially, like, from Jumper.
Don't think you'll be needing that umbrella.
You never know.
I think for me, like, an ability should probably be Jumper.
Yeah.
But now, if we're talking about like anime, there's a couple goats there because like you could obviously pick like being a Saiyan and having all these powers, right? But in today's world, that's just a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
With everybody, I mean, I know I'd be a villain, bro. Like if I got superpowers, I'd be a villain. I'd be straight up. Yeah. I'd be straight up like, no, everyone's stopping fighting. Everyone's stopping war. Bah,
So you couldn't have your way at McDonald's, so you just Kamehameha the car in front of you.
Exactly. Bro, just long lines, not anymore. Not Power anymore. Up.
I'm getting my Chick-fil-A today.
Yep. Okay, imagine just like having like Omni-Man's abilities. You just go through the cars. Like he did to Mark with the train.
Oh yeah.
You start walking, bro. Nothing can like really hurt you, so you just go through the cars.
That's why he's invincible. That's why he's invincible, man.
Yeah. Well, he's Invincible's dad.
Yeah.
Invincible's Mark.
Or Mr. Incredible.
Omni-Man. Oh yeah, Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
But see, not that I wouldn't want super strength, but over Mr. Incredible, I think I would want Dash's abilities, bro.
Dash,
super speed.
He's super speed.
Yeah. Cause super strength's cool and all, but like, can you really do with super strength? I mean,
lift heavy objects. I mean,
that's it.
You lift boat over your head, you know, big old boat, car.
Yeah, and I mean, at work you'd never get hurt, and you know you could probably do a lot of cool things, but you're kind of stationary. You know, I want something that make me feel free. You know, like just running everywhere, or teleporting, or flying. I would probably take that over super strength, just as a person. You know,
I mean, same, because super strength to me is just whatever, man. I want to take off somewhere.
Yeah,
really fast, or not fast at all. Just I want to be there.
Now, if you could, no Saiyans, no aliens, if you could be a human from the Dragon Ball Z universe, who would you pick?
A human from the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Oh, I'm about to start some controversy with my answer.
Probably Bulma's dad. What was his name?
Was it Brief? Mr. Brief?
Mr. Brief?
Or Dr. Brief? Something like that?
Oh no, let's Google that real quick.
Yeah, let's
Google that, because I can't remember his name right now.
Bulma's dad.
He's a scientist, man. Always making stuff up, new things.
Dr. Brief, yeah.
Dr. Brief.
I was right. Yeah. Yo.
He's always making new things, you know, just trying to better the world with his new inventions.
Bro, how cool would it be to be able to have that Capsule Corp, right?
Yeah, man, the Capsule Corp, all the little capsules. You just throw one on the ground and it's cool car.
Silly. She's pretty and has blue hair. What's the matter? You're not afraid, are you? Here it goes. There we go. Now doesn't that look cozy? Come on, Goku. What are you waiting for?
You know,
that's another thing about Dragon Ball, man. They always have some cool cars on there.
Yeah, but that's kind of funny too, because it's like in the past, but also in the future. They had dinosaurs and stuff, but they had like Capsule Corp technology.
And let's not forget, the dinosaurs did talk at one point.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they just made roaring noises. What happened with that?
Yeah, but for me, my option, I think I would want to be Yamcha, bro.
Yamcha.
Because like for me, it's like everyone clowns on him, but when you look at it, he's one of the strongest humans on the planet. He started poor and he became a baseball player, I think, right? Mm-hmm. So he basically made his own wealth with his powers. Because I mean, let's be honest, he probably because I think even in Dragon Ball Z, they're a little bit psychic, right?
Yeah.
So and then with all that strength, instead of fighting, bro, like going into sports, that's pretty smart, you know?
Dr. Brief had that cool cat.
Yeah.
He always had that cool cat around him.
And the young blonde wife that never seems to age.
Never seemed to age. Bulma aged more than his wife.
Yeah, than her mom.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's like an android or something. Because she never ages.
I really didn't think about that one, man.
Yeah, or maybe he found the Fountain of Youth, or he created it, you know?
Yeah.
Just for his wife.
Maybe Bulma didn't want that. She just wanted to live her life.
No, she does it in Super, the what was it with the Dragon Balls, where she always says 3 years or something younger. It's like, because if not, it's gonna be very noticeable.
Yeah.
And that was like Frieza's joke too, that like it's like an inch taller.
Yeah.
Not it'll be too noticeable.
Out of all the things you could wish for.
Yeah, that shows you that like people like Bulma and like Frieza, I mean, they got everything they want, you know. Yeah. So they use these magical, you know, spheres that grant any wish you want, and their thing is height or youth.
It's like what would you wish for if you had Dragon Balls right now?
I wish to be
besides money.
You know, honestly, I'd want to do the villain thing, so I think I'd wish to either be a Saiyan, Viltrumite, Kryptonian. Give me some kind of ability, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. If I had the Dragon Balls right here, right in front of me, right now, I'd probably just... I don't know. I really don't know on that one. There's so much you could wish for.
Comment down below. What would you wish for if you had the Dragon Balls? Now, are we going one wish or is it 3 wishes?
See, that's even harder, man.
Because I think it was 1 wish, wasn't it?
It was 3 wishes.
Right. With what was it? what was Piccolo's doppelganger? The dude from the Watchtower. King Kai? No, it wasn't King Kai. It was
It was the older
Kami?
one.
Kami? No. Yeah, Kami, right?
I forgot.
I think it was Kami. Comment down below. But I think it was Kami, but
We're forgetting our Dragon Ball Z characters.
yeah, for real. Noobs. I think he with him it was 1 wish, and then with Dende I think it was 3.
Yeah.
I think.
I like Dende too, man. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Dende was cool, bro.
Yeah.
Gohan's little friend till they grew apart.
Yeah.
Cause see, that's another thing. Gohan, bro, like I respect him because everyone's like, oh, like he doesn't fight, bro. He beat Cell, and then he went to go marry one of the richest women on the planet, and he became a what was it, a bug philosopher or something like that.
He chose not to fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, he chose not to fight.
He wanted to be a family man, bro.
Yeah.
Dude wanted to be a scholar.
he took that responsibility of being a family man and said, I
Yeah.
want to be there for my kids.
Yeah. Because my dad was never around.
That's another thing. Was Goku a bad father?
So in anime lore, I think he's just on the father list when we look at animes. Because like what is it, Hunter x Hunter? I mean, that dude runs away from Gon, bro. Like he just. Then you look at Full Metal Alchemist, and you know. Their dad abandoned them too. Like I think that's just a anime hero thing. So shout out, you know, if your dad abandoned you, you might be an anime hero.
Or you watch a lot of anime now.
Yeah. I just want my father to come back.
Went out to get milk.
Never came back.
Never came back.
So that's where your journey starts, you know.
Yeah.
Looking for your father.
That's your character arc.
There you go. Your canon event. But I think most important, see, a lot of people are going to say he's a bad father, but he did die, you know, to save his son against Raditz. Like, he was holding him down while Piccolo did the special beam cannon. Yeah. And he did die to save Gohan. And then he chose to stay dead to basically protect them so no one else would come and try to fight him, right?
Yeah.
So, I think, yes, he's very, I want to fight first, but I think the reason he always wants to get stronger is to protect the people he loves. Because when Goku Black, he says that he killed Chi-Chi and Goten, you know, he did flip out. So he does care about them. I just think that
it was the ultimate crash out.
Yeah.
It was the ultimate crash out.
So I think Vegeta's crash out was better, but when, how dare you touch my Bulma, you know, but
How dare you? That's my Bulma!
Hey, without going God mode, he went 10 toes.
And I think he was just Super Saiyan 1 or 2, you know.
Landing hits.
Yeah. Even Beerus was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Yeah. Like he went in, man, landing hits. And
yeah.
He might have not been causing a lot of damage, but he was getting those hits in, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mink.
Yeah, no, he crashed out. But like I think that's how you know that Goku and Vegeta do care about their families. I think they're very you know, because of their DNA. I mean, Saiyans do, you know, ship little babies out into space to conquer planets. So he never did that. So you can say that like he does care about Gohan because he never really like shoot him away to go conquer a country or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I think in the grand scheme of things, I think Goku's not a good father, but he does care about his family.
Yeah, I mean, he does. It's just, my personal opinion, I feel like he's just, he wants to save the world. He wants to care for his family. And, but at the same time, he wants to just better himself.
Yeah.
You know,
he's still thinking about himself too.
Yeah.
Not just like some people that become fathers and that's their whole identity. You know, like his identity is I'm a fighter and this is who I am.
Yeah.
I still care about my family, but you know I'm gonna fight, and that's why he wins tournaments so he can pay the bills.
Yeah. Maybe his family didn't realize that he has to save the world. Like he has no choice.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, you know, there's been rumors going on. I think it's not a rumor anymore, but they're basically they're starting to animate the new episodes for Super.
Yeah.
You excited about that?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
We're gonna see Vegeta Ultra Ego and Goku Ultra Instinct, and I don't know if you guys have seen it. We'll put a picture now. Frieza Black, you know.
Yeah. Frieza Black is gonna be something interesting, man. Like,
yeah.
If that happens, that's gonna be wild to think about, you know.
Yeah, cause I think I saw like some clips of like the manga, and he dominated them, bro.
Yeah.
Like bad.
I haven't seen anything on that.
Oh no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, are you caught up on One Piece?
I am not.
Where are you at right now?
I'm still on like season 7, man.
Okay. Okay, so you up there, but you know, when the topic is One Piece, we'll have to bring in a specialist in that area.
Remind me again how many seasons they are.
There's like over 1 million episodes, my guy.
Man,
I'm actually caught up. Like, I'm not caught up with the manga, but I am caught up with the anime.
Because it didn't even go by seasons. Like, it just continues on episodes.
Yeah. Well, it goes by arc. So basically, like the very first part is called the East Blue, I think.
Yeah.
Which is basically before they go to the Grand Line, and then after that, it's like everywhere they go. It's basically like an arc.
Yeah.
And then you got your 2-year time skipped. And then after the 2 year, did you already go to the 2-year time skip?
I think
that's where Luffy got the scar.
Yeah.
And Zoro only got one eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
Have you seen the live action One Piece?
Yeah, I like the live action.
Yeah, me too.
It was good.
I have a little beef with it because they did make Luffy a little weaker, and they changed a lot of things of his character, of how he fought. But for the most part, I think it's actually really good.
But compared to other live actions,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think it's really good. Like
the Death Note. You watched the Death Note?
Well, I will tell you this: the Japanese version of the live action, it was a 2-part series. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
It ended when it was supposed to. So in the live action Japanese version, I think Light's dad ends up killing him.
Yeah.
And it was a good ending. I actually liked it. It was good. But the Netflix one, my guy, like I don't know who approved that one.
Hot garbage. That's what it was, man. Hot garbage.
Was that produced by the same people from Dragon Ball Evolution?
Let's not even talk about that movie. which is funny because I have a cousin that was an extra in that movie.
What?
And so that movie was filmed back where I'm from in Durango, Mexico.
Okay.
And because of the terrain, you know, the terrain is very, you know, just like in a Dragon Ball Z episode, like it's
mountainy,
like
deserty.
Most I want to say about 80 to 90% of Western movies that you know today were filmed there.
Yeah, I think I heard something about Durango being the Mexican Hollywood.
Yeah.
For like Westerns and stuff.
A lot of Westerns were filmed out there. A lot of movies actually, not just Westerns, but a majority of Westerns were filmed over there. But Dragon Ball Evolutions was filmed there. Well, terrain scenes, and my cousin was an extra in that movie, and let's just not talk about that because that was one of the most terrible renditions of an anime that ever existed. It's
well, for your cousin's protection, you know, like we will not talk about it, but because I'm sure he doesn't like talking about it either.
It's probably not. Yeah, it's a hot garbage movie.
Yeah, same. Well, I'm not gonna say it's the same creators, but it felt like the same creators of that movie did the Netflix version of Death Note because it was horrible. I mean, who's Light Turner? Like, I will say Ryuk looked pretty badass, but that's the only redeeming thing about that show. Anything else about that show was...
Nah, I didn't like any bit of it, man. I remember when it came out, and I remember I was in Mexico when they were talking about it, and because my cousin, he was so excited about that movie, and man, we were going all over the place, and every friend that he met, he was like, "Hey, did you hear that they're filming the Dragon Ball Z movie here?" And
guess who's in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in it. And I was just like,
then it came out.
Yeah, and then it came out, and I was
joking.
Jesus,
no,
I hope you're not in it, man, because I hope I don't see you in there, because this is not looking good.
You know that's gonna go on your resume, right?
He's a black belt too.
Really?
Yeah, he's a black belt, man. He's a real fighter.
Hey, bro. Sometimes you just get a wrong movie. You know, actors do it all the time. Sometimes something sounds really good. I mean, who would have thought Dragon Ball? Like someone could have ruined it, and they ruined it.
Shout out to my cousin, man.
Shout out. You know, hopefully your life's been better since after that movie. But I think the coolest thing though is that you have a family member that was in a movie, good or bad. He was in a movie, you know.
Well, a lot of people over there. So, you know, this is a little off topic, but my dad was he was an extra in a movie also, and it was a movie with the drummer from the Beatles. They made a movie called the Caveman, and my dad was an extra in there, and it's not a bad movie. It's a comedy. It's really funny, and a lot of the people that work within the city in what we call el mercado, you know, the market, and you'll see a lot of those people in that movie, and my dad will point them out. You know, he'll watch it every now and then. I think you can find that on YouTube, and he'll point out all the people, and he's like, yeah, you remember him, you know, he works at the market and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, I remember him. And my dad was in the extra. He was like in 2 or 3 movies as an extra. One of them, he was a little kid, and
okay,
yeah,
there you go. See, your dad was trying to be famous, bro.
Yeah, no, he's not that famous.
So shout out, you know, if you ever if you don't make it in Hollywood, go to Durango, you know.
There's movies you see a lot of movie stars over there, man. Yeah, because it's so it's one of the states that has the least amount of crime.
Yeah,
and so you have a lot of rich people that live there. There's a lot of mansions over there, and just it's one of those growing states, and a lot of movie stars over there.
A lot of potential for movies.
Yeah,
and that's good because going off topic, right?
Yeah, a little off topic. You know,
Mexico has a bad stigma of crime and fear, right? But I mean, I lived there for a while, and I go to vacation at least twice a year or once a year. I try to go twice, but I've never really felt in danger. You know, and a lot of people are like, well, you know, it depends on where you go and stuff like that. But for me, it's more of I don't really mess with anybody, and I'm not trying to start a problem. I'm not looking for anything illegal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really is. You know, if you're just vacationing, you know, you're just not looking for problems. You're just there. Off topic, on topic. Mexico and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean,
extremely popular.
I mean, if you guys do want to go to Mexico, the best time to go is whenever the new episode of Super comes out, because that's when all the bad guys are watching Super. So keep that in mind. Crime goes down. Okay.
Crime goes down when the new episode drops.
Yeah.
It's proven.
It's proven. Yes. When the Tournament of Power came out, you know, the bad people over there, you know, they were not available. They were all watching Super.
They were all home watching that Super, man. It's a popular show. You go anywhere, and it's Dragon Ball Z on every corner, man. Everybody loves some Dragon Ball over there.
Yeah, so I think it's funny. You and me, we're both from Mexico, right? And I think Mexico has a huge love for Dragon Ball Z. And I think at the end of the day, we probably have more love for it than a lot of people in like the US or in any, well, I don't know about any other country, but like I think in the US, because in the US there's more variety, you know, there's more cartoons, there's more animes, there's more shows, and in Mexico there are shows, but you know, Dragon Ball Z has just been a staple, that it's always been there.
Do you know why that is?
For the audience, I'm gonna say no.
It's popular because in the early days of cartooning in Mexico, they were trying to find shows for just TV in general, and buying the licenses for American cartoons was really expensive, so Mexico ventured out, and one of those countries was Japan. One of the first anime shown was Astro Boy, and then from there they just got everything else, you know, like it just a big snowball effect of animation that would come in from Japan. You know, you had Robotech, you had Gundam, and then you had
Mazinger Z.
Yeah, Sailor Moon, and really popular ones with the girls was like Candy, and what was the other one? It was another one. It was I know in Spanish it's called La Niña de las Montañas.
So that translates to the girl of the mountains.
The girl from the mountains or something like that, yeah. I don't know, because they always switch up the names, you know. Like in Spanish, like in Mexico, you have the Los Caballeros del Zodiaco, which, you know, here in America, we would call it, what was it, Saint Seiya.
Which I think it sounds better in Spanish, but...
It sounds better in Spanish, man.
The Knights of the Zodiac.
They should have just got this Knights of the Zodiac.
That sounds way cooler.
Yeah.
But hey, at least like Mexico doesn't do that weird translation like in Spain.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
Las aventuras de no sé qué, you know, and instead of like
that.
just I don't know, Hello Kitty, you know, like, they had this whole thing.
You know,
like Fast and Furious. In Mexico, it's Rápido y Furioso, Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
In Spain, A Todo Gas.
There are some movies out there that in Mexico are completely off topic again. There was a movie that it was oh man, what was that actor's name? He was a black actor. He was big in the 90s, and I forgot. Anyways, it was a movie. I still remember this movie. It was called Black Knight, and I remember me and my uncle went to Blockbuster over there. You can tell my age, you know, talking about Blockbuster, but we went to go rent this movie because he really wanted to see it, and I didn't get it. You know, it was a dumb movie, but in Spanish it's called Las Aventuras de un Caballero Negro.
Well, I think in our defense, I think back then we were getting a lot of translations from Spain.
Yeah. So that's probably where that's coming from.
Because recently, I mean, we do our own translations, but back, I think back in the early 90s and maybe even early 2000s, we were getting all the translations from like Spain, which I think they call it Castellano.
Yeah.
The translation.
Yeah, Castellano.
But yeah, like for all my Spanish speaking folks, don't do the Castellano, and that's what you know what I'm talking about. But I think it's funny, you know, like and then at the end of the day, I think it does speak highly of Mexico, how it's kind of changing and it's becoming its own thing.
Yeah.
And the language, kind of like English from the U.S. and English from like Britain, you know, it's very different.
Yeah.
And nothing against those languages. It's just that's not our language.
Yeah.
Because it's evolved to something different, right? But I think that also shows how movies and cartoons and animes and video games kind of evolve people's points of views.
Yeah.
Because the reason I say evolve is because I think we're always growing. You know, I think we're always learning something. I think that movies, they don't just bring entertainment and they don't just bring like moment of just blacking out. They teach us stuff sometimes. Like with Dragon Ball Z. Like Dragon Ball Z always taught us not to give up, to keep fighting. If you really, really, really want something, you know, you shouldn't just give up at the first try. You should always fight.
You should always just keep going, man.
One more step. One more step.
Dragon Ball always taught me, man. Just keep going. Just keep training. Just keep doing it, you know?
Yeah.
There's no stopping you, man. You can do whatever it is you want to do. And is that why Dragon Ball is one of the greatest animes ever written?
I think it is.
I think it
is. If you guys have anything else to comment on that, then comment down below. Tell us why we're right or tell us why we're wrong. We love to hear from you guys. And yeah, this is the first episode of Talk Fiction. Guys, be ready because we will be launching a new episode at least once a week, minimum to start. As of right now, we're starting, but that is the plan.
Let us know too. What else do you want us hear us to talk about? And maybe anything else. Let us know down in the comments.
Any movie, any books, and quick plug. This isn't sponsored. Jim Butcher, if you want to sponsor me, I would love it. But you guys should totally check out the Dresden Files. One of the best series I've ever read. Right now, they just launched a new book. I think it was a month or two ago. So it's still going. It's really good if you like Harry Potter, if you like fiction, if you like any of that. Check it out. You guys are going to love it. But this is Talk Fiction, the show where we talk about movies, books, shows, video games, anything fiction. And